You know those people who meet someone, chat for a few minutes, and 2 seconds later, they've already forgotten the name? They stand there smiling awkwardly, trying to remember, but it's just gone. I'm totally one of those people. I'll meet someone at a party, we talk about work or whatever, and the moment they walk away, I think, wait, was it Ben or Tim? It's embarrassing as hell. For a long time, I thought I was just bad with names, or maybe not paying attention, but it's actually way more interesting than that. A big reason is simply how our brain works under pressure. When you meet someone new, your mind is busy doing a million things at once, listening to what they say, thinking about how you look, wondering if you're saying something stupid. In that moment, the name doesn't get properly saved in your memory. It's like trying to save a file while your computer is already running 10 programs. The name goes in one ear and straight out the other. Psychologists say this is super common because of something called cognitive load. Your working memory has limited space. If you're a bit anxious in social situations, that space gets filled up fast, and names are often the first thing to disappear. Some people are naturally more visual or emotional. They remember faces really well, or how the person made them feel. But names? Names are just abstract words. They don't stick easily unless you connect them to something. I have a friend who always says, "I'm terrible with names, but great with faces." That's actually pretty common. Our brain is wired to remember faces for survival reasons. Who's friendly? Who's dangerous? But names? That's a modern thing. Your brain doesn't think a name is as important as the feeling you get from the person. There's also the personality side. People who are more dreamy, creative, or a little scattered tend to forget names more often. Their mind is usually somewhere else, thinking about ideas, stories, or what they're having for dinner. Super focused people who are very detail oriented are usually better at remembering names because they consciously decide to lock it in. And then there's the emotional part. Sometimes we forget names because we're nervous or self conscious. When you're worried about making a good impression, your brain is too busy protecting you to properly store the name. It's like your mind says, survival first, names later. The good news? It's not usually a sign that you're rude or don't care. Most people who forget names actually feel bad about it. They don't want to forget. It just happens. If you're someone who always forgets names, here are a few easy tricks that actually work. Repeat the name right after you hear it. Nice to meet you, Lisa. Then connect it to something simple in your mind. Lisa starts with L, so imagine a little light glowing next to her name. And before you say goodbye, use it one more time. It was nice meeting you, Lisa. But honestly, even if you forget, just be honest. Most people find it flattering when you say, "I'm so sorry, I forgot your name already. Can you tell me again?" It shows you care enough to ask. At the end of the day, forgetting names is one of the most human things ever. It doesn't mean you're bad with people. It often just means your brain is full, you were a bit nervous, or you were focused on the actual conversation instead of collecting names. So next time you blank on someone's name, cut yourself some slack. You're not alone. Literally, millions of us are walking around right now, trying to remember what the person we just met is called. And if someone forgets your name, don't take it personally. They probably just have a very busy brain, just like the rest of us. We tend to remember names best when we link them to an emotion or a moment. When someone makes us laugh, when we feel at ease, or when a person leaves a real impression, the name has a much better chance of staying with us. So don't just focus on hearing the name. Try to feel the moment. That's where real memory begins. Try to truly listen when someone introduces themselves. Pay attention to their face, their energy, and the way they speak.